Welcome to Nha Trang, Vietnam. This is a lookout on the main road, halfway between Cam Ranh Bay and Nha Trang. That's the South China Sea, or the Vietnamese call it the East Sea. So we arrived in Nha Trang and checked into the Bolton Blue Hotel. This is the view from the balcony. And this is, once again, looking out towards the Philippines, east. That's a resort island in the background there with a theme park on it. The water's crystal clear. The locals swarm to swim in it every afternoon. Thousands of people. So you drive on the right-hand side in Vietnam. In this dual lane traffic here, the cyclists and scooters, they tend to keep the right-hand lane, cars on the left, but you can go in either. So they're used for deliveries and whole families. It's not unusual to see babies on the handlebars and 4 or 5 people on a motorbike. Sheraton Hotel. Intercontinental Hotel. It was heavily patronised by the Chinese, but they've been barred from travel. The Russians are also been predominant in the past, but they're not visible at the moment either. But, that's a performing arts centre. Concerts, we saw several concerts there. This is Vinmac, which is the International Hospital, which we had cause to visit. My brother Stephen had to have some remedial action taken. Very impressed with the quality of medical care here. There's only 8 floors to this hospital, and this is the VIP floor where they put the foreigners, I guess. And that's the view out over to that resort island. There's an enormous Ferris wheel out there. It must be a couple 100 feet high. And you might be able to see the pylons across the water for a chairlift, which was working apparently, but it's been disassembled to be rebuilt. This is down more the commercial end of Nha Trang in the south. So driving along the Esplanades a joy. It's very wide with lots of areas for entertaining, concerts, stages, restaurants, monuments, gardens. There's a beer house with a brewery. Boutique style, all beautifully maintained, clean. It's a real showpiece. You very rarely, if ever, see any police officers anywhere. Nha Trang has two rivers. There's one right at the south as you come into the city. And then halfway up the bay there's another river which splits it into north and south. So there's some timber being delivered on one of the scooters there. Even the executive staff in our hotel, they go home by scooter or bike. So this is the bridge across the river, separating the north and south halves of Nha Trang. That's where our hotel was. It's quieter. And the esplanade is right beside the seawall virtually. You haven't got the wide gardens and restaurants that you do on the south side. This is the bar in our hotel, the pool and floating bar. This is a view of the sunset, sunrise obviously, looking out to the east. And this is a breakfast view during the day, looking out over the pool. This is our fruit platter we got to the room every day. And that's our new headsail. And that's our little ship being lifted onto the slipway, where they launched her down that ramp into the water with great care and attention. And there she is afloat after all these years in storage. We had to refuel her and re-water her. I use a fire hose to fill it, so we end up with more water on the deck than in the tank, but anyway. And there she is on the anchor, waiting to be released. Cheers.